Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It's Workers and Resources, and it is the holiday season in the Soviet Republic. Our coal train has just delivered all the coal to the naughty boys and girls. They're waiting for good toys, right? It's now December 18th, 1977. They're waiting for toys, and we're not making any. But I think at the end of this video, you can see we'll be making quite a few toys for these little boys and girls. Quick update before we get started. I had totally forgotten that the cement plant required coal. So I did this little retrofit, I suppose, off of this engine, which used to just send it this way. I kind of redid how this is organized, so it looks a little different. But I basically positioned an engine like off of this one in such a way that it started really low, and it goes underneath this conveyor, and then it just keeps going and then pops coal into here. So we're going to be able to provide coal directly from this storage to this area too. But it took a little bit of money, and I just paid for it all and all that stuff just to get it in there. So yep, there it is. We got that. And then I also don't have a way to get workers over here. I think they're too far away from the bus stop. Yeah, considerably far away from the bus stop. So I'll have to do something else there too. It's, yeah, I wonder how far away they really are. Like, I don't think they're too far. I just think there's no walking path. I wonder if I can just do that really quick. Can we just get like a walking path that goes, well, I probably can't go through there. This is tough. What about through here? Can we go like, yeah, like this? And then, question is, where is the entrance, the walking path entrance? It looks like it's on this side. Yeah, that's probably not possible, because that extra distance it's got to cover. But just because I'm curious, if I can come around, well, we already have this, don't we? Yeah, we already have that hooked up. So really, it's just a matter of getting them over here, which is, I think that's doable actually. Hang on, if I go like that, and then bring you over like this, and then hook you up to that walking path. Maybe we just give you a more direct route. Yeah, we could give you a more direct route by going from this one. Nah, it's not gonna work. Okay, it's gotta be here, through here, and then straight over to here. If I build that, does that put these guys in range to go and work on the cement plant? It doesn't look like it. We'll play around with it. I might put a bridge and stuff over here and stuff, but we'll see. Today, if you couldn't tell by the title of the video, we're working on electronics today, okay? Also, I'm gonna buy that warehouse because I don't know why it's not up yet. And we don't have any components being made because we're full. So I'm hoping that by the time that's built, that'll take care of that. We'll see. So electronics, let's talk about it. We're gonna put it in this spot here. And I actually have decided to change up a little bit about how I was gonna do it, because originally I was thinking we can't do this truckless. But the more I look at this, the more I think, okay, well, we have a forklift network. I think we can probably pull it off for the most part. So, because I was gonna do this somewhere else where it's closer to trains. But now I'm thinking if we just use trucks to get it to the trains, that might work. Or I could have this rail kind of come up and pick it up. I don't know, we'll see. Trains are waiting too long. Construction trains. Yeah, it's because this one's building this track, and we don't have signals that are allowing this to get into here. So I think here's what I'll do, okay? Here's how we'll fix this. I'm gonna buy this. That also eliminates that train because it was on the way to get here. I'm gonna buy this one. And then I'm gonna tell this right here, you, construction office. I'm gonna tell you to go ahead and add this project to your list. And then what I'll do here is I'll have the chains, and I'll do something like this. I think something like that. so that this train will be allowed to get, yeah, it's going to merge this way and then go there. And then they can get into here. And hopefully they don't run into each other. But if they do run into each other, well, then it will just be, you know, construction trains hitting construction trains. No big deal. These guys are loading up on gravel. So it doesn't say that they have access to a lot of gravel, but it actually does. It just says 3.3 at a time, but they totally have access to all the gravel they need here. So I don't need to do anything with that. And this is still full. Nice. Okay, so let's talk about electronics. I've decided I need to modify this. So I would like another road that crosses and that crosses on this side of the tracks. And I think I'd like to have it kind of be over here. I'm really kind of hoping that this actually goes through there. Does it fit through here? About, oh, wait. Yep, sure does. Okay, good. Construct that road. Okay. So we're going to have that kind of working its way around. Nice. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this road away. And I think I'm going to leave this little 90 degree. It doesn't look very good. If it annoys us too much, then I'll try to redraw it. But if it does still work the way that is. So, wait, building has no power supply? Oh, I was thinking around. I think yeah, okay. I was thinking around. My bad. It's good that we detected this now. So I am going to redraw all of these to provide more power here because we're going to have more factories. Yeah. So we're going to just take the big boy wires. We're going to bring this all the way over like, I don't know, like this, I guess. And hook it up there. No? Okay. Like that. Cool. Buy that, and then you should all have power now. Should have power. Why do you not have power? Oh, come on now. Don't lie to me. You lie. You are a liar. Unless I didn't... Did I not hook it up to the substation? No. All right, now I'm actually confused. Did this not connect it all the way? Come on now. So it's got to be coming from the source. I didn't mess with this. At least I don't remember messing with this. You know what it might be? I mean, we are dangerously low on power. I think I just need to let it run. No, there's definitely no power coming to this. Yeah, weird. Okay. So something is up here, and I need to track it down. Like, when I was dinking around, you had power, so I don't know what the heck's going on. Let's use... Oh, it's this. It's this. Yeah. Okay, hang on. Uh-huh. Yeah, this. Yes, okay, never mind. Well, I'll pay the tax for redoing this because I'm a dummy. Okay? This is the dummy tax. Quit messing with electrical wires and then not hooking them back up, dumbass. There we go. Another 6,800 to me. And you should totally have power now. Thank you. Okay, you do. Okay. Now that I've deleted this road, let's talk about the resources for electronics. I'm sorry, I'm so scatterbrained right there. Electronics are the things that people are buying in our stores, okay? But they're also useful in vehicles later on. So we're going to need to produce them for vehicles too. They differ from electrical components, which are primarily used in construction projects for our power lines, for trolleys. We're going to get to those later too. Electric trains, electrifying the lines and stuff. All that stuff is later, okay? I had a lot of comments about electric trains. I'm aware. With my power grid stressed, no. With my power grid liberated, absolutely, okay? Yeah, so electrical components are used for that. But the thing is, electrical components are also an input for electronics. We are going to consume 1.5 tons of electrical components per day at maximum production. The electrical components factory that we already have is able to produce 3.8, which means that electrical components factory, provided of course it has full labor, can produce, oh, and all the inputs of course, can produce enough for 2 electronics assembly halls and still have some left over for construction projects. So that's pretty nice. However, I don't think this is producing nearly enough electronics. We're gonna have a lot of people. So I would like to have a minimum of 3 electronics assembly halls, at least in this area. And to do that, it means I need more electrical components. I would like the whole thing hooked up to the same forklift network. So we're gonna have the whole thing hooked up to this, and we're gonna have electronics being made right here on this side of the road. Okay? Now, this is too far away for our passengers to get off of this and go like they are these buildings, which is why we're gonna dip into this station to get them working over here. So in other words, we're gonna have a walking path from this. Should be easily close enough to get people working here. Oh, hey, can I? All right, hang on. Go a little bit further. You can do it. And then up. Yep. Should be easily close enough to have that be a thing. So we'll have that be built later too. Okay, so they can come off of this and then they just go boop straight over to here. Yep. So this is where we want our electrics to be. So let's work backwards and we'll hook it up to this area here too. By having 3 electronics factories, though, I need to have 2 electrical components areas too. Also, I need to buy more plastics. I have been purchasing plastic to facilitate that, but I think I actually have enough electrical components for the time being for all my projects, right? For all the construction projects and stuff that are currently being worked on. If for some reason I don't have it, then the constructors will do all the other projects first, and that's fine. So anyway, to do this, I am going to have this. Let's have this gas station here destroyed. I don't even know which one it is. It's just going to have a name, Gas Station 4, right here. So we're going to take this off of the distribution office. Gas Station 4, right here. And that means it won't get filled with fuel anymore, right? So fuel will be taken out of it, but we won't put any more in. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have one of these trucks really quick. Any of these trucks, really. You know what? We'll just... I was going to say we just buy one. We just have them take the fuel out of this and put it here. Yeah, why don't we do that? Actually, that's one thing we can do. We can say that you should now load fuel. That's what we should do initially anyway. We'll hook it back up, but we're going to say that you load fuel here, okay? Yeah, storage percent 0. We'll just load fuel from this and see if they do it. If they don't, then whatever. It's just a little bit of fuel. We'll delete it. But we're going to place another electrical components factory right here, and that will hook it up to this, and we're going to have plastics pummeling in here, okay? Plastics get bought right here for now. They get purchased, but they're getting shipped here. We're going to have a big plastics operation over there. We're going to be making lots of that. Same thing with chemicals. We're probably going to have maybe 12 chemical factories or so, probably around there, maybe a little bit more. But we're going to have a lot of chemicals being made too, and plastics, but that's all happening over in that area, okay? So, and then the train will bring it in here and drop it off in big bulk chunks. So from here, we're going to want to bring the forklift network this direction and hook it up into this area so that we can keep these things going. So we're going to work a little bit backwards, and honestly, I'm probably just going to delete this and say screw the fuel, but it's because, like, whatever at this point. I suppose I could probably just have this one do it back and forth. Let's just, you know what? I'm just going to buy a cistern. I'll use the cistern for sure. We're going to grab the oil tank cistern and let's buy, like, I don't know, one of these 12 ones. 12 tons. Just buy one of these. It's fine. I'm going to have you go here to this gas station. I'm going to have you load up your fuel, and I want you to drop it off here. Just drop it off directly in here. Yep, that's your route. Go. And then by the time that thing is done emptying this out, we should be able to save all that fuel, and it'll be fine. So we're going to take electronics assembly hall, and we're going to place it here. As close to the road as I can get it. Probably about like this. Is very close. Almost. Maybe if I rotate it slightly. Come on. Come on. Oh, I know you're gonna work, I swear. Like this. There. Okay, and then we're gonna come over a little bit more. And we're gonna place this one, it's again, close to the road as we can go, right about like this. And then the last one can be right about here-ish. Yeah. All right, so we got these 3. Let's make sure that we can hook them up to the road network. Well, we can, I just have to turn off snapping. There we go, and then straight in, and then turn like that. And straight in, very good. And then this one rounds and comes straight in. Okay, so they're all hooked up to the road. Now we need them to be hooked up to the forklift network too. But I'm also going to want another warehouse over here, and this is going to be our output. We're going to put all of our electronics in a warehouse that's over here. So let's get our warehouse right about here, and I'm going to want it again as close as I can get it to this. Close as I can get it to this workshop right here. Right about there, I think. And road to the road and there. Okay. Oh, hang on. It didn't mark the road. I need to make sure it does that. And it is good. Okay. Excellent. Okay, so endpoints are here, and then there's the warehouse there. Everything's looking solid. We're pulling fuel out of that gas station. We're gonna put it right back into this. And of course, they're all refueling, right? This area here is where all the logistics people, the distribution centers, they're all getting fuel from this point here. And we are popping more fuel in there. Nicely done. Okay. So the next thing is we have all of the raw materials that we want to creating electronics, right? We talked about plastics. That's going to get shipped into there. We have mechanical components. 1.5 ton per electronics assembly hall per day. So that's 4.5 tons. Well, like this is producing 15 tons, so no problem, okay? The last part about electronics is the electrical components. We just talked about that earlier. 1.5 tons. We're gonna need 4.5 tons of electrical components per day at maximum load to satisfy the electronics. 4.5. Well, again, one of them can produce 3.8. And we're going to have 2 of them, so that's easily satisfied, okay? So that is supply done. But we need to get this warehouse hooked up in here. And with the sheer volume of plastics that I want brought into this, as well as some chemicals too, because we're going to need those to make these. And we're going to be consuming chemicals pretty fast too. I'm thinking we need a separate warehouse for these materials. So we're going to have 2 warehouses. And this needs to be kind of placed to where I can have a road connection and also another forklift connection here too to hook it up to the main network. So really, I have to have this building gone. Let's turn the heat up here. I'll turn the speed up. I need to have this building gone so I can see where this is being positioned so that I know how much room I have here, okay? Electricity problems. There's a lot of electricity problems. I think we have rolling blackouts right now. Because again, we're stretching that fuel, that gas power plant. We're stretching it like as far as it can go, man. We're at the limits. So I think at this point we're probably looking at like that nuclear needs to be done, right? So I might use some of our exports to pay for it. Actually, I wonder how that train's doing. Where's that train? I'm waiting for them to empty that so I can demolish it. Where is that train? Are you about to export? Oh, there you are. Huh? Export train? Hello? Oil train, where are you? That's not the oil train. Did you go all the way over here to refuel? Oh, you did. You went all the way over here again to refuel. You dummy. You have your own refueling station. Why are you waiting? But see, notice I left enough room right here, right? I left this whole long path here. And look at it. He won't even go into here to refuel. What a noob. You need to turn around. Seriously, this is ridiculous. The oil trains, they just do stupid things. The trains, I'm convinced, man. Trains will just do stupid things. They do not do smart things, okay? They are not smart. Go. Get out of here, you stupid train. Go back where you're supposed to be. And then this one's like persistent. I want to go that way, even though you totally don't need to, right? And that's why that loop is there. He doesn't want to go back the other way. He wants to go that way. He's super insistent on it, you know? Makes no sense at all. All right, hang on. I got to look at this because that export's pretty important. So let's get you to not go to depot. I want you to go and go to your oil. You don't have anything on your train, right? Yeah, no, you don't have anything there. So I want you to not go to depot. Cancel the go to depot. And instead, I want you to go to this stop, okay? That's where I need you to go. You're going to this stop, okay? You dummy dumpkins. And then you'll figure it out, and then you'll come back over here and hopefully refuel there like a smart little train. Okay, good. Let's go back. All right, so electronics. Did we get this emptied? We did. Demolish, goodbye. Now that other cistern's gonna be like, I don't know what to do, boss. I know. But what you're gonna do is you're now gonna be owned. You are now the proud property of this distribution center. No, you're not? Okay, well, you're in that one then. Go have fun in there. We'll probably have you do some other things too with that one. Okay, so on this side, we're gonna have the, where is it? Electrical components factory, right? It's another one of those. So we're gonna bring you in, and I'm gonna pop you in right about, well, as close as we can get it to this forklift if I can. Because I need to have enough room over there to really stretch it out. So it's gonna be about like that, looks like. It's as close as I can get it. All right, going on that note, we're gonna remove this. It's kind of redundant. Pretty much all the forklifts only use this path anyway, which is nice. And then we're gonna take and we're gonna grab the connection crossing and bring it over like, I actually think I want to hook it up to that too, because the more connections, the merrier kind of thing. Nah, like it's not needed, right? Tell you what, compromise, okay? We'll go like this. This will be my good deed for the day, okay? We'll say like this, and then like this. So we can hook it up to that other forklift again, yeah? There. Go like this. Okay, and then this goes like that, and like that, and like that, and like that, and that. See, now we're just all hooked up. It's great. Okay, coming over here, and I'm gonna bring you, it's probably as close as I can get you on this side. Looks like that will probably do. And we bring you that way. So now that I know where this is, I can put the warehouse, and I need to get it to where it's gonna hook up to this. No, we're gonna have to build this first. Yep. That way I have that connection. There we go. And then now I need to build this. So I want you to be right about here. Should be good. I want to say should be good. It's like Johnny be good, only what he should. I don't know. Let's take the road, bring it this way. Nice, lots of room. And hook that up to there. Okay, good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have plastics and chemicals loaded here. Not mechanical components, not electrical components, right? Now that stuff is still getting loaded in these two warehouses. That makes it accessible for, construction projects and things like that. But it's not necessarily, it's not going to go here anymore. Instead, the forklifts, when they get them, they'll either take them there or they will take them around and bring them into here. And that's going to make them accessible for our electronics factory. So now all I need to do is set up all this stuff in the forklift network, which is fairly straightforward, I think. So let's just do that. We have a connection. I guess it'll be here. Now, I want to have at least 2 more sets for forklifts. So why don't we put those in first so I know exactly what I'm dealing with. We'll put one here. And another one right over here, barely. Almost. I think that'll fit. Yep, that'll fit. Perfect. Okay. Then we're going to want to get this to be like that, like that, like that, and like that. Okay. Let's hook all this stuff up. All beautiful like. You're going to go there. You're going to go there. Hook these up. Hook that up. Wait a minute. Did it wrong? Totally did it wrong. Let's do... Well, I can do that, actually. Yeah, it's not wrong. It's just different, okay? Don't you know? Here? You know what? Let's just do it that way. Who cares? Yeah, we're having fun here, right? So that's all good. Let's have that built. And then that makes it to where now we have all the components and everything brought here for construction. It separates the supply that we're using for construction. So production, construction, whatever. Any shun word you want. And we've created another route here. So this is all like kind of around vehicle-wise. We don't have this crossing with a road, but that's okay. The train is going to bring in raw resources like chemicals and plastics. That gets used over here. Plastics are also accessible by this, I think. Ooh, hey, now wait a minute. What if can we make a bypass on this? I don't think so. So I'm hoping to hook this all up to the network, but now I'm actually noticing another problem. This isn't all hooked up to the same network. We have 8 forklifts that are going to be managing this, and then we have the other, what is that, 12? Yeah, 12 forklifts that are managing this. They're not the same network. I was kind of hoping they would be, but I think that's okay. It sort of creates like this specialization for forklifts. So they won't, like, I won't have forklifts here going all the way over there to do something. That's not such a big deal, I guess. So this hooks this up. And when we get this created, everything will be nice and tidy, hopefully. But if there is a way to connect these all together, I suppose I should probably try. Because it might make this cleaner. And what I'm hoping to do is maybe have this also hooked together so that the resources that are in here could be accessible by this. That way the plastics could be accessible by this, right? So there might be a way to do this. Let me take this down and just see if there's any way that I could have you hooked up direct here. Yes. Okay, that actually could work. And then we still have this, right? Almost. I hope so. Well, it's a big question mark. It looks like it's very close. I might be able to pixel hunt it. Oh, got it. Oh, no, infrastructure. Oh, you dirty infrastructure. Come on. Come on. You got to be kidding me. Come on. No way. Yeah, that's what I thought. Just pulling my leg. So now we have, again, it's hooked up to the forklift network, but we also have a direct connection here, and that'll be nice too. So there you go, electronics. We're gonna make more electrical components, and electronics are all in. And then it just becomes a matter of getting the footpaths and stuff sorted out. So again, the passengers will come in from here, they'll walk up this path here, and then they'll just be able to get in from this point, I suppose. They can just walk in. Here they can hook up like this, I suppose, and that's kind of all we need. So they'll come in from this side of the building, come in from this side of the building, and then they're already right here too. And these are all asphalt roads and everything, so that's all gonna work out. Nice. I was originally going to have maybe another oil refinery over here. We're producing quite a bit of fuel, but we still have a lot of pump jacks and a lot of piping stuff that's not done. Like, this is a huge project. It's incredibly expensive, and you can see the helicopters are still actively taking things over there all the time. So it's just a matter of just waiting that out and getting it done. So yeah, so let's talk about the next thing we're going to be working on, and that is, well, I want, for the sake of money, right? I want to maybe investigate tourism a little bit. And that's what our capital city's for. So here's the tentative plan, and we're going to kind of outline some things. To bring tourists in, we're going to need an airport. So I'm going to lay that out today too, at least the location for it. So how I'm looking to do this is we're going to have trolley buses that are going to take people around through here. Yeah, we're going to use trolleys. The idea being that once we have electricity working, which right now we sort of have a rolling thing, and I have to work on that. But once we have electricity up and running with the nuclear power, we'll be able to export power. And that's going to take care of finances for a long time too. But also, it's going to provide us with enough power to power our trolley buses. Before we get that, though, I'm just going to lay in some basic roads, and then we can upgrade them later. So we have this done, and unfortunately, I didn't really investigate this as thoroughly as I maybe should have. There's actually no walking path entrances for this. I don't know why, but that actually isn't the thing. So if I look at the Palace of Communism, there is nothing. It's just a road connection. There's no walking path connections. It's one of the few buildings in this menu that doesn't have a walking path connection. I don't know if that was just overlooked by the devs or if that's completely intentional, but there isn't any. So, whoops. In other words, they're going to have to come in from this side. That's going to create a problem when I have people on this side trying to get there, because that's like a lot of extra distance to cover. So we'll probably have to have some sort of walking path that goes straight through here. But the thing is, the trolley bus roads have a faster walking speed than the walking paths anyway. Footpaths, 112%. And then the asphalt road with streetlights and sidewalks is 115%. The trolley bus roads is exactly the same. There's no difference between these two other than the extra infrastructure put in place for the trolley buses. So it is what it is. So I think what I might do here actually is to lay in a trolley bus stop on this side as sort of a mechanism to build for the future. We'll have a stop put in here, and then they can just walk around, maybe. We'll see. We'll put it in, I want to say like as close as possible, honestly. So maybe about right here. Right about here. Okay, now from that side, we're going to want trolley bus roads put in. I can upgrade them later for fairly cheap, though. So I think I'll go ahead and do that instead, because I'm not really ready for it yet, and I would like to get this built. And building it's going to take a lot longer if I do it. So what I'd like to do is I'm going to make this road go straight out this way. Straight as a straight arrow can be, about there. And then there's a road here that I've been building. See the TV stations getting worked on, nice. We're going to bring this road all the way over like so. And I kind of want this to be a straight arrow too. Let me just really make sure we're doing that straight. Like this. All the way over. I can do this in multiple sections just to ensure it. The idea, though, is that this capital city arrangement is going to be, the boundary line for this is going to be where these two roads meet. I can go about like that. That's pretty straight. It's got a little bit of a curve to it, doesn't it? I would like it to be straight if I could. I'll bring that back about there. And let's, as straight as we can go, to hook up to this. That's okay. That's all right. All right. So that's going to be where this road is. And then this one, of course, just kind of keeps going, I suppose we could. But we're going to have these roads sort of mark the boundary line for the capital cities and all the stuff we're going to have. So probably going to have some homes on this side. It's for people who work in these tourist areas. Probably have some homes around here. We have lots of hotels around this area, attractions and things for tourists to do. We're going to need to have one of these trolleybus trafos, which I think is used, by the looks of it anyway, it's used just to send power to the line, because trolleybuses are, of course, electrically powered. So you have to provide power to the road. This is one of the ways you can provide power to the road. So we'll have to have that connected. Probably do it over here. Now, this area is very hard to access from this train. Now, this train can access this, but it's not going to be able to access the other tourist stuff that I have planned for this, like even the hotels. I want a lot of the attractions to be around here, and the hotels and stuff will be here. And I can't do that with this train station here. So what I probably have to do is I'm going to have this passenger train, most likely, this rail is going to have to dart in at some point, and it looks like it's already kind of in here. So maybe I'll just have it come from this side and then kind of come slantways and then over. And we'll probably have the passengers get out right here. And that way they'll be able to access this stuff and then here. I don't know if I necessarily want to get rid of this station though, because I kind of want some stuff over here too. So Yeah, I don't know. Guess we'll see. A lot of the electrical problems you're going to see have to do with the pump jacks. That's mostly because they're being built. And when they're done being built, I don't have substations and electrical stuff ran to them yet, right? So most of that stuff is being done with rubles when I lay power in, just to get it done and over with. So whatever. Ignore those. Electricity, just ignore that. It doesn't matter. This one kind of does, though. Yeah, we're having these rolling blackouts, man. We're at the peak of what our power grid can handle right now. It's not great. I might actually take some of this money I have and accelerate. Oh, hey, that's not what I want to do. Accelerate nuclear. They have been working on this a little bit. The roads and stuff, I guess, at least first. So I might take it and, like, say, start putting money into this area to get it built, to work it as fast as possible. And then you can see this area is surrounded. Some of you might be wondering where the cooling stuff is going to happen. So we can have a cooling tower over here. No big deal. The cooling tower is interesting. You have to make a cycle with it. Basically, the cooling pipe comes out, and it will have to hook up to this, and then it loops in and back into the area. And we're going to have two of them because I'm doing a twin. I'm doing the twin reactor. So we'll probably have to have the cooling pipe maybe out this way, and then it can run to the pipe and then circle back. So it'll probably be something like out here will be one, out here, and then the other one will be over here on this side, and we'll have it all hooked up and call it good, right? But that's not yet. That's not yet. The last thing I wanted to do then, with these two rows drawn straight, this is where I'm thinking my airport's going to be. So I wanted to reference my airport. The airport's positioned for passengers. It's not positioned for cargo. However, this area can facilitate both. Airports are enormous, as you may know from real life. Airports cover a lot of ground. And if I want to have a runway that is big enough for the largest of planes, well, that runway needs to be almost 1,000 meters long. To put that in perspective, that is this much space for a single runway, okay? They're huge. So we're going to have a lot of passengers coming through there. It's going to feed my tourism industry down in this area. So we're going to have trolley bus stations. We're going to have a big bus station to bring buses through here. We're going to have a passenger train station as well as the rail itself to take people over there. And there's going to be a lot of transportation coming from the airport. But all of that starts with the airport terminal. So we're going to want to have the airport terminal. It's pretty small. Don't have to have a big terminal. Just have to have a lot of space for your other stuff. So I'm going to actually indent my terminal back just a little bit, just so I can get the travel infrastructure in place in front of it. So I can have like the bus stops and all that stuff in front of it. So I'm probably going to pull it back maybe to about, let's say, roughly. Maybe we put the travel infrastructure in first because I don't know how much room I'm going to need. It's probably a good idea. So we'll have a train platform. That can go probably right here. And then the rail can take them in. Yeah, most likely. So let's say, if we put the train platform a little bit more this way, we could potentially use it for cargo too. Let's think ahead just a little bit. We'll pop it in right about, maybe like right over on this side. The thing is though, like I'm going to have buses and stuff anyway. Yeah, we want it to be on this side of the bus station. We'll go here with it. It's fine. We'll go like right here with it. And then the bus is going to be one of those big ones. Now, of course, we have trolleys, right? And the trolley bus, not the depot, the stop, can hold 200 passenger capacity. It's not bad, okay? Could be worse. The problem though with it is that the regular bus platform is 500 passengers. It's just better. But we could do the trolley bus thing. The trolley bus station will have to be right on the road. So why don't we place the bus platform for the 500 passenger capacity? We'll place that right in front of this. Maybe we'll place it right here. That's not super bad. I could see that being a thing. Or on this side. Yeah, because then the road is much closer to the road. Yeah. So we could place that maybe right here. Leave a little bit of a space. Don't have to get it super close together. Right about here should be fine. And then the trolley bus stop will be over here. So we're going to delete this part of the road right about, let's say, Yeah. Where's this going to connect at? Let's say the train station comes this way and then comes straight through like that. Then you hook up there. That's pretty good. And then, so the trolley bus can then be, I guess, right about here. Yeah. Trolley bus stop. Oh, we'll get in there. Okay, a little bit further back. Trolley bus stop right about here. Yeah, so there's a lot of options, right? People can use all sorts of things. They can go wherever they want. All right, lots and lots of options. But the trolley bus stop, of course, all of this is going to be an electrified thing for trolleys. So here's my infrastructure for the trains, okay? I need to make sure that the rail comes cleanly back behind this. So we'll have 2 rails come back clean behind. They are not snapping. So that's not clean at all, is it? Nope. Get rid of that and try again. Most likely we'll make this an electrified rail at some point. Because like all of this can be electrified. Everything can be electrified. As soon as nuclear's up, like everything can be electrified. It's fine. Like we'll have so much overage on power. It just won't even be close. Not even remotely close to being at capacity. I think I'm going to bring this rail around and get it a little bit closer to the road just so I have more room for my airport stuff. So we'll go about that way with it. And I'm going to leave it like that for now, tentatively, until I can assess where my other stuff is going to be. This road marks, again, it kind of was meant to mark the exterior boundary of where our airport was going to be. But now, because I want a 1,000-meter runway, I'm just going to use this road as the marker. So I'm kind of thinking this actually can just go away. I don't need this road anymore, pretty sure. So I'll just have that happen. And this will be the exterior for our airport right now. This whole big, huge area, okay? So now that we have this, road should be able to come through here. And actually, I want this all to be connected, don't I? Or I have a separate road for it. Should I? Separate road for it? It can come through here, though. But, like, that's waiting for the train. You have to wait for the train anyway. The train's crossing behind. So, yeah, okay, fine. We'll go up like this. And we will cross here, if it lets me. Yep, right there. Okay, that's our access point for this, okay? So I want my airplane. Yep, I want my airport terminal to go in right over here, okay? And it's gonna be, yeah, probably about like this, yeah. It's you know, a little bit of room, but like it doesn't need a whole lot. And I think I kind of would actually like to, let's go like, I really think it's good to leave more space. I'm gonna go about like here. The idea being is as long as it's close enough to where they can access all of these, great. But I think if I put this road with a sidewalk, it's fine. Probably upgrade this road here too when it's done. But the idea is if I can get this road to go in like this. See, now they can definitely reach the train station from this side. They don't have to cross the train to get to the train station. And I still want it to be accessible on this side just in case, I don't know, bus passengers want to get there or trolley passengers want to get there, whatever. It's more connectivity, the better kind of thing, right? Okay, so there's this. Now, in order to build an airport, and actually, let's go ahead and just solidify that rail too. In order to build the airport, you need to have road access points. So otherwise, you could build it with cash and then you don't need this. But if you're going to build it with your own resources, you need an airport road connection. And the reason for this is because there is a way to convert the regular standard road to tarmac. And you can't build anything on the tarmac because you can't have regular roads in your airport like this. It's all got to be, well, okay, taxiway, not tarmac, but you get it. You have to get in there, okay, is what I'm saying. Before I get in there, I want airplane parking for a really big plane. And I'm going to put that really big plane, I think, right about here. I think right about, well, I'm hoping that it lets me. Yeah, it's right about here, it looks like. Do I want it there? I mean, I could, yeah. Yeah, like big planes, right? So I'm gonna put it about like this, I think. And then I want another one on this side, but I'm wondering if it's gonna let me do this because we're gonna have a lot of planes. Will you let me do this? Okay, well, if I flatten the terrain, you will. Ooh, I didn't even check that. This is mostly flat, right? It looks like it is, except for right where I want it. Ain't that how it goes, huh? Can I flatten this, or are you gonna yell at me about having no X? Yeah, okay. Tell you what, let's do this with rubles then. And we're just gonna level the terrain. I guess we'll start from here. Because this is all nice and flat already, right? So if we level this. There. Is that gonna work? We can smooth it now. Hopefully you'll let me do that now. I spent a bit of cash. There it goes. So I want, I want some planes to be able to go through here. Like this. Good. Okay. Whoop. Nope. Not with rubles. Nope. Stop. Okay. So this gives me parking for one big plane and then 3 smaller planes, still pretty big, but smaller planes. And then I want another big plane parking. Yeah, might even be able to get away with having 2 big plane parkings from here, but I think I'm gonna leave some space and not have it be all concrete, just because the you're gonna want that wingspan to not be interfering with the other planes. So I'm gonna have this be like right in the center, I think. Oh, I did it again. Okay. Well, some of them are partially built. So we've got 2 big planes that can come and park. Should we? Hang on. Maybe we can make this look a little cleaner. If I did it like this, I bet I can get more in there too. If I come right up in here, close as possible to this. I know I just said I didn't want it to interfere, but I have a feeling that I can fit 3 of these in here if I do it right. So if I go in right, like... Oh, wait a minute. Now, can you be in there a little less? Yeah, it looks like you could be there just barely in. I want you barely... Yeah, right there like that. There. And then just barely in. It looks like that's going to not put it in the right spot. Oh, I guess so. Okay. It's like the... Yeah, okay. The dots comes out a little extra. So can I put this here? Moment of truth. Please? No, you won't let me. Okay. I thought I could, but all right, whatever. It's fine. We can have like some sort of other infrastructure or whatever here. Or actually, I could put a smaller plane here, right? Like maybe we have like a... Yeah, like a little smaller plane. Why not? A little 40-meter thing. I'm curious, though. Can I do this? I mean, technically this works, but I would lose one of those run... Oh, maybe this side. Hey. It could work, right? Will you let this happen? No? Jerk face. Oh, here we go. Yeah, all I had to do was call it a jerk face, see? Yeah, so a ton of planes. A ton of planes can be here. Isn't that nice? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 planes at a time can be here. Now that's an airport, okay? That's good. So how does all this work and come together, right? Well, we need to have the taxiways, and the taxiways are gonna come this way like that, and then I'm gonna go like that and wrap it around like that and send it out that direction. These planes will all hook up to the taxiways like this. And then we have these planes, which we're gonna wrap around like this. There we go. And then bring it up. And now we're playing Sim Airport. Yeah. All the way over and across like so. And then hook it up here. And then the big planes with their own taxiways can come in straight on like that. So these are all connected now. Now, it doesn't look to me like planes can be just, out here willy-nilly and be connected here. But you also need one you need one airplane parking in order to purchase planes. That's what this one's gonna be. Yeah. So we're just gonna fit this in like it fits. It's not actually gonna be used in terms of like landings for passengers, but we can place it right here and it will still kind of look legit anyway, about here. I don't like how these are angled, but it's a little bit kind of how they're angled, but these two had to be connected here. So there we go. So this one can be, you know what, we'll put a little bit of extra space on this one because I feel like it doesn't need to crowd that. We'll put a little bit extra space, like say right about here. Yeah, just a little bit. And then again, the taxiway comes up and connects here. So now when we buy planes, we will purchase planes from that parking, right? And then all the other stuff, just like helicopters, really, you need that extra pad to purchase helicopters. Although that's not entirely true. You can purchase them from any landing zone. But when you connect these to an airport, it doesn't let you purchase planes from them. So yeah, it's gonna be here. So there's our little airport for passengers. Of course, we're missing one key component, as you may have guessed, and that's a runway. Before we do the runway, I want to look also at cargo trains. Okay? So cargo trains, that is going to be with the... sorry, I didn't do the airport road connection. Give me 1 second. I didn't do that yet. I need to do that in order for it to work. So for construction, or otherwise, helicopters can do it too, though. Helicopters are already doing it. But I'm going to make that road connection anyway. So the road connection is going to be like this. Comes right here like this. So think of this like security, okay? Like if a vehicle wants to drive in here or do anything, they have to go through this little connection before they can do it. So we're going to put you like that, and then the taxiway hooks up to here. So now a car or some sort of construction office, whatever, wants to come in here, they need to come through here to get into this area to start constructing, okay? It's like a security checkpoint for them. Okay. Did I not finalize this? Yeah, final. 458,000 is what we have for those. That's a lot. Okay, good. The last component for the airport, actually, and then we'll go for cargo planes, is the control tower. This can be placed anywhere you want it to be. It doesn't really have to be any specific place. It just needs a road connection. So we're going to put it on this side. Right here's fine. It does need people to work there. So when we bring people over here and workers can come over here too, they can go to the control tower. There you go. Okay. So I'm also going to probably do a fence of some kind, like around this. Like any airport would have some sort of boundary so people can't run around. I understand people are going to stay on the roadways, but we could totally do that, right? So cargo planes. Let's take a look. Cargo terminal. So we're going to have the cargo terminal on this side of the airport because this is where kind of a lot of the stuff is being made. Originally, I was going to have a cargo terminal here. This was going to be the cargo airport. That's exactly what this whole area is reserved for. And I can still do that. Kind of, but the problem with it becomes the runway. I mean, I can get it to 740 if I go slanty like this, but I don't really necessarily like that because then the planes will take off into the TV station. I don't know, it's a thing I'm trying to avoid having happening. But I could technically go diagonal and go 760, but that just means I can't have big cargo trains or big cargo planes. And I want big cargo planes. I guess I could go over here. It's still only 700 something, right? The other thing is, there's really no reason to like build additional tarmacs and infrastructure or tarmacs. I keep saying tarmacs, but the taxiways. There's really no reason to build like tons of them when you're gonna have access to runways anyway. I would rather build 2 big runways and have planes share them than to build 2 big runways here and then build another runway over here, and then it's just too confusing. I just want the airport to all be in one big spot. So what we'll want to do is we're going to have the cargo terminal be over here. And most likely I will want some sort of train to come through here. I think. Probably want a train to come through here So if I put it right about, maybe this road can go. Maybe we use this road as a reference point for it. If I was to do this, and then do the train cargo yard, can I, where is this? Not a distribution, not aggregate. I'm thinking pretty much only open storage and warehouse here. If I was to do something like on this side of the road, of course. You know, I need to think about the cargo plane. And this video is actually pretty long. So why don't we split this into two? We'll do airport part 2 in the next video. I'm amending this on the fly. I was still, even when I started this video, I was going to do this here. And like after I kind of got this sorted out and I liked how that looked, I thought to myself, you know, cargo can work with the same airport. And yeah, I think it can. And I think it should. So we'll come back for the next one. We'll do airport part 2. We'll get the cargo in. I think that's probably a great idea. I do appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for that. We do have this rail to the nuclear is still going on. They're working on it. So yeah, we'll keep this up in the next one. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.